So last time we played, you guys fought a bunch of blights. You found some blights growing out of some dead cultists, and then you found the gulfiest tree that was spawning them, and you guys managed to take it out. You guys attacked the tree directly and cut it down, and that's pretty much where we left off. So, what are you guys thinking about doing?
Well, I have 29 out of 38 hit points, so a short rest would be nice.
Yep,
Yeah.
probably.
Sounds good. Where are we now?
We're on the east side of town, about halfway up, I think.
Okay, so we just cleared out that area and searched it.
We just came up from the southeast corner, and we
Right.
ran into that tree and fought it.
Okay.
I think we're gonna. North of us is a statue.
Okay. What? All right. The set of it looks like um, 3 blocks, 3 on a line, then one to, or and then a fourth one to the right in the middle.
Those are
So
doors.
that's just correct. Have we checked out that spot yet?
I
No,
have no idea.
No, we had decided after.
you guys came from the south, so no, you haven't.
Okay.
And we had planned on taking a short rest to get. When we left, we said we would start with a short rest.
I'm just trying to decide where do we want to take our short rest.
The building with the dead cultists has doors that are intact. And you also know about the place where you found the dead druid has doors.
The place where the cultists were is closest.
Yeah.
Want to just go back there?
Sure.
I'm willing.
Okay. Linnea thinks that's okay too.
Oh, so yeah, for Linnea, I'll be controlling her as a NPC, like during most of the game, but during combat you'll be moving her and doing her actions and rolling her dice. Okay?
That's me doing it. I don't think Icy had arrived when.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Richie has volunteered to do that.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so you guys all head to the bottom corner. Roll a d20.
I got a nat 20.
Okay.
Ah, so did I.
Always waste them on stuff like this.
Yeah.
17 for me. Do you want me to roll for Linnea as well?
No. It's okay.
Okay.
All right. So as you're walking over there, you hear a huge roar coming from the tower.
I bet I know what that is. Oh shit.
You?
Run. Dash. Dash towards the.
Roll, and everybody roll an athletics check.
Athletic check.
Yeah.
Okay. 13. Athletics.
Where's athletic?
4.
Here it is. Okay.
+1 is 13.
My total's.
-1. I've got 11.
My total's 17.
My total's 10.
How'd Linnea do?
Oh, hold on. Hold on. I'm checking things. Alright, Elenia's athletics is +6. She rolled a 9, so it's 15. Oh, that's the wrong notebook. Alright, sorry, can you tell me the athletics checks again?
Mine was 14. I'm not 14, 17.
Okay.
10,
10 for
2 plus 8.
okay, and then who? Icy?
Total of 11. 12 minus 1.
And okay, and Linnea I said was 15. Okay, hold
Thought you
on.
said 14.
Oh. All right, so you guys hear and see a dragon flying overhead. You as you hear the wings beating, you guys had said you wanted to run, right?
Yes.
I want to
Okay,
run.
so you ran towards the house.
I
His
dashed towards the house.
speed was very fast. He rolled a better athletics check than any of you, so he's coming right overhead of you guys. And so let's have you guys do a stealth check to see if you manage to hide. And he's definitely over you, so he has the chance to see you if you fail this.
You went stealth, is that right?
Yeah, do
Yeah.
a stealth check.
I did terrible. I rolled a 1 plus 2 is 3.
Mine is 14 total.
All right, you guys are lucky because I rolled a 1 for his perception check.
Yeah.
So he flies overhead, and he's headed south, but he does get out of range. You don't hear the wings beating after a little while, and you guys manage to hide around the house. I guess Rokus was the fastest, so he got into the house. But Harvick and Icy jumped in bushes. They were able to hide. Okay, so you the reason that happened was because you guys rolled over a 17. That was to see if anything was going to bother you during your short rest. So rolling
not
high
only
that
did
time was bad.
yeah, and we had wasted 2 nat 20s on creating a dragon for her.
Yeah, but because you luckily got out of the way. So,
But we haven't had a short rest yet, though.
no.
Now we
But
can
if he
do
had
that.
seen you, you would have had to deal with him, with your current situation.
Yeah.
All right, so that's your chance for an encounter there. You lucked out.
Sheesh.
So you can go ahead and do your short rest. Nothing else bothers
Wait.
you.
Before we do the short rest, okay, we're going to have to deal with him again because it's like 3 o'clock right now.
Huh? Well,
Is
you're
that right? What time is it right now?
3 o'clock.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means it's going to be 4 o'clock after the short rest, correct?
Yeah.
It's pretty late in the day. What do you think our chances of, and I'm talking to my group now, what do you think our chances of having to deal with him again now that we know he's ever flying around and such? We might want to do a long rest here, where we're in the place and he can't see us because we're in the little hut.
If we do our short rest and get our hit points back up, we should be okay.
You think so?
Yeah. How many spell slots are you missing?
Let me look. Yeah, I've only used 1, so I got 3 left.
I've only used 1. I've got 2 left. How about you, Icy?
For what?
Spell
Spell
slot.
slots.
I've used up some. Just a minute. Are we taking the short rest though?
I mean, in
Well,
order
trying to
to wait
decide. I was thinking,
waiting for a long rest, you have to do it. You probably want to do a short rest anyway.
okay.
But
In level 1, I've used 2 of my 4 slots. In
I
level
think
Yes.
we're okay.
2, in second level, I've used 1 of my slots up 3 slots.
Do we get all our spell slots back after short rest?
No.
nope,
No, you get
Long
your you
rest.
can
long
you
rest
can, you
only.
can you can roll to get some of your hit points back.
Yeah, we'll get all our hit points back.
Don't get them all. You have to.
You have to
We've
kind of
already-
do the.
You
Yeah,
can get
I-
them all back easily.
Depends on what you. For me, I got beat up pretty bad,
Yeah.
and you have to use up something, if I remember correctly, for short rest.
Click on short rest.
Well, guys,
and it
you
shows-
guys are talking about stuff that you're just gonna do, so just do it.
Okay.
Click on short rest.
Just
and
do
you
your
got a
short
bunch of
rest, and if you're
squares.
not satisfied with it, you do a long rest.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a big
Okay.
debate needs to
I
happen
got
for
a
this.
D10 plus 4. 9. 13. Okay, I maxed out with the first.
Okay, so you guys did your short rest. Everybody's decent hit points and got a few spell slots. During your short rest, you hear the flapping wings headed back into the village and to the north. And judging by when it stops flapping, you think it probably returned to the tower.
That answers our question also about do young dragons fly?
Mm-hmm.
And this thing was how big?
You didn't get a great look at it, but its wingspan was pretty impressive. Its actual body was probably like a rhinoceros or something like that.
Okay.
I mean, it was pretty big. It's at least like 10 feet long.
So if I threw a hail of thorns and there was somebody next to it, they wouldn't get hit, would they?
You could
Depends on-
manage. We talked about that last time, but yeah, you could manage that.
Okay.
If somebody's at his rear end and you aim for the head, then he won't get it. But if you aim for his butt, then he would get it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's a way to do it.
Okay.
And from dragons, they can either be good or evil. It depends on who they followed.
Well, we'll talk to them, but green dragons are notoriously fickle and deceitful.
Yeah, generally the color dragons, red, green, and so on, those are usually evil. And those are chromatic. The other ones are the metallic, like
Okay.
gold and silver. Those are generally good.
Okay.
Well, I've got a spell that we might be able to, if it takes on him, would help in terms of him not being deceitful.
Cool. Let's walk up and check out the statue.
I would say let's check that building. There's one building to our left before we get to the statue that we haven't checked out yet. Let's check that out.
Okay.
Might find some good loot.
Okay. We'll take a peek.
Below the tower? Just
This
to the
is-
right.
We were in the southeast corner, and now we're headed up that eastern road.
You headed up to the town square kind of area there.
Before the town square, on the left, there's a ruin. I think Harbeck wanted to check that out.
I think you guys checked that one.
Okay,
We
then
did
there's
last week.
one to the right. Then just before we
Yeah,
get to
the right and left of the town square are included in the town square's description part.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll read that for you now.
Sounds good.
Okay. On the east side of town, the lane opens up to form a small square. Several ruined buildings surround the south side of the square, but a larger intact structure to the north looks like a barracks. One lane leads southeast, another heads southwest around the hill in the middle of town, and a third way meanders north in the middle of the square. Leaning to one side ever so slightly is a weathered wooden statue of a warrior clutching a spear and shield. Anything you want to look at or do?
I would like to see if the statue has any inscriptions or any descriptions or.
Okay. Roll a investigation check.
I got a 19.
All right. You find a little plaque on the statue at the bottom that it's hard to read it, so you scrape it off, and it says Palien.
Palien?
Yeah, Palien.
Yeah.
What language is that in?
It's in common, so everyone can read it.
Okay.
If you want to see if you know who that is, you can roll a history check.
Okay, I got a 9 on the search thing, so I'll roll a history check now.
Okay.
I gotta find out what my...
I think you're +1.
My history is a total of 15.
I'm +4.
Oh,
I rolled another 19 for my history check.
Okay.
7 + 4, 11.
All right. Somehow Harbeck, who's more has studied history more, is the only one who doesn't know this guy. I guess it makes sense because he's a hero of this area, which Harbeck's not as familiar with. This statue depicts an old hero of Neverwinter named Palien, who supposedly defeated several monsters in Neverwinter Wood when Thunder Tree was first founded. Yep. So he's a kind of a folk hero of this area. Not super famous.
Was he I have to ask one of my comrades.
Yeah.
Was he a warrior or a wizard or which class was he?
Said he was a warrior. So
yeah, in the statue he's holding a spear and shield. So
okay.
He seems to be a fighter of some kind.
Didn't have any. Do you have any magical powers? Is what I'm.
You're not sure about that, but he doesn't seem to be a spellcaster.
Okay.
Do the ruins to the east and west have anything interesting?
No, you look inside and they're just pretty obviously just ruined, nothing intact really.
Okay,
you guys want to go over and peek in the window of this building? There's a window to the south.
Well, let's
south side.
Let's check that other little one first. One that's directly across.
Those are included. Yeah, there's nothing in those.
Okay, neither one of them.
Yeah.
Do you want to get in our fighting formation and peek in the window, the south window of this house?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, I check that section. Alright, looking from the outside, you see the barracks appear to have weathered the years better than most buildings in town. Its rooftop features a simple battlement, and arrow-slit windows confirm that it was built to serve as a small keep in times of emergencies.
Do you want to do a stealth check to approach it, guys?
Sounds good to me. Although now, is the window we're looking for through an arrow slit?
No, I think it's a regular window.
Okay. Has it got glass?
No.
No.
It's open.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say it's open.
I got a 17.
What's this for stealth you want to do?
Yeah.
Trace. That way our stealth is increased.
Um.
I got a nat 20.
Wow. That's a
Why don't
minus
you-
1 still, right?
Yes.
This trace. Pass without a trace is a spell slot. Why don't you save that? We may need it if we encounter a dragon or something.
Total is 10.
Alright. Rokus, what was yours again?
17.
Alright. Linnea didn't do very well. She got...
For once, the dwarf was quiet.
No, she didn't do very well.
No, I'm talking about Harbeck.
Oh, Linnea's a dwarf too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, she got a 4. Alright. So you're just peeking in the window?
Yeah.
At this point?
Yeah.
Alright, you don't see anything in the first room.
Do you want to go around the side and do it again?
Or we could just go through the window. Go up through the window.
Then, if we go through the window, we can't peek in. We'll have to just open the door to go to the next room.
We're gonna have to open the door on the. Why you want? Oh, you want to go in and peek into the next room?
Yeah.
Let me look at the.
Or do you want me
Oh
to
yeah,
do
it does have a window. Okay, yeah. It does have a window.
There's a window on each end of it.
Yeah. Okay, we can go down and peek into that window.
You want to peek in the window on the east or west side?
Yeah, I would say do it on the east side. Excuse me, the west side. Looks like we have more of a view.
I think you're right.
from the tower there?
Alright. As you peek in, you see there are, some, like, piles of ash that start stirring. Icy has seen this before. And then you see a, like, face form in the pile of ash, and its empty eye sockets are pointed right at you guys at the window. It seems that it has seen you. So we must roll initiative.
Okay.
And
Okay, now that's from. Oh shit! A nat 1.
Right.
Well, plus you have
-1
initiative
-1
to
is
add to
0.
it.
Yeah. His initiative's -1.
My initiative's 7.
I have no initiative whatsoever.
Do you want me to start working Linnea?
Yeah, for this, yeah. But I'm drawing a map, so
Okay.
wait for me, please.
Now, according to the that journal we found,
Can we
those are
excuse
ash
this?
zombies. What do we know about ash zombies?
I'm not ready to tell you that.
Okay.
I'm drawing the map.
All right. Yeah, hurry up.
Yeah. How about you shut it?
My
Um,
initiative is a total of 11.
Don't piss off God. You're supposed to be religious.
yeah, I'll smite you. Don't think I won't.
Smite him.
Have a glass of wine and a piece of bread while you're waiting for God to finish.
You're gonna get
Smoked.
Smote. There you go.
Thou shalt shutteth thine mouth.
Yeah. Hey, Icy.
Yes, dear.
Not your dear.
Yes,
Um,
Rockus.
You can do them behind my back.
Wouldn't you like to know?
If you have that thunder wave,
Yeah.
would that like blow away a pile of ashes?
Let's find out what we know about the bash zombies, because you can do a history check on those, I'm assuming.
I mean, so you guys all got your initiatives ready? Rokus, you got Linnea and you?
Yeah.
Okay. Rokus, what's yours?
Mine was 7.
7. Linnea's? What's hers?
Oh, 6.
Okay. Icy?
We really have a lot of initiative, don't we?
Icy, how are you?
My total was 11.
Harbeck?
I have no initiative.
0, right? Okay.
He's picking his nose.
I don't want to go.
I don't like these things.
Do
All
I
right.
have to fight monsters again?
I'm gonna run the zombies as a group, since they're all the same thing. Okay.
Zombies.
So there's a bunch of them just in the middle of the room.
Can we do a history check on them? What we
Yeah,
know
yeah, yeah.
about zombies?
Yeah. That's fine. They are not that common, so
I don't
gonna
know
say
shit about them.
you need to get over a 16.
I
So-
don't know nothing.
What do you add to our D20?
I got a
Just-
10.
History check.
Did good. I have a 21 total.
Okay,
18 plus 3.
Icy is the only one who knows. On her turn, she can shout out something. But
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so she knows that poison won't work well against them. She knows that because they're like ash, like held together by necromantic magic, that they are actually able to. They're pretty hard to actually kill. They might rise again after being destroyed, or I guess you can say killed. They might rise again. And that's about all she knows.
Okay.
They're not a super common type of zombie.
Now,
Now let's make sure. Can you guys can all see the map, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
We just need to turn it around.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, it looks good, right?
So, if they're held together with necromancer magic,
It's not necromancer. It's not. It doesn't have to have been initiated by a necromancer. It's just necromantic school of magic.
okay, but somebody had to have created this.
Icy knows that certain areas can have negative energy that can cause stuff like this to happen. So it
Okay.
can happen sort of unnaturally.
Spontaneously.
Spontaneously.
Okay. Otherwise, I
Similar
was
to
gonna-
skeletons. You know that about skeletons too.
Okay. Skeletons.
Okay. That's Icy knows that stuff. She can, on her turn, she'll shout it out to you. But the zombies are first in the initiative.
That wouldn't be hard.
Yeah, because you guys didn't go very well. So I'm doing them as a group. Two of them approach the window. One of them slides under the door through the crack. And the others come on behind. Through the because you guys were so close, peeking in the window, you guys can actually fight through there. Both of you have plus 2 to your AC.
Okay,
But
now also.
Yeah, what?
Okay, now if they're having to go through the window, does that put them at disadvantage if we stay on the other side?
I just said it gives you plus 2 AC.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had 2
Not
to
advantage. Not advantage or disadvantage.
Right. But we are enhanced.
But also, they are also when you swing through at them through the window. Okay?
Oh.
Because it's just blocking your ability to swing very well for both of you.
Can't we just wait for them to try to come out? That's what I'm saying is that if we...
Well, you're in the way. They can't really get out the window.
Right.
So they're going to attack you right now. So be quiet. Let me roll a die. Alright. That is a miss on Harvick. And a miss on Linnea. And that's their turn.
Can I?
It is Icy's turn. Icy, it's your turn.
Okay, I guess I'll do produce flame because that's one I'm most confident with.
Okay, it's tight quarters here, so a nat 1 will be hitting one of your teammates.
Okay, I did a 14 to hit.
That hits.
Produce 14 plus 7 is 21.
That hits.
Okay. Do I roll d8 twice?
Yes, 2 times, please.
1 and 7 is 8.
And then what was the plus? Nothing, right?
No.
Okay. Alright, 8 damage on the first one.
Okay. Can I ask for some clarification?
Sure.
The magnets are different colors. Is that just because that's
That's just what I got. There's no difference.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Which one did she hit?
The
white one?
I think it'll be the pink one because she's like kind of going this way.
Okay.
Okay. I guess I'll go ahead and number them. Oh, well, you guys can't really see that, right? But whatever. It's for me. So.
See it.
Okay, 8 damage. That is, let's see.
B1?
No, I'm just minusing from their hit points. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. Having some brain farts and stuff. It is Rokus's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna come around sort of behind Icy so that I can get a shot at that same one that she just shot.
Okay. That one will hit one of your teammates.
Okay. Well, I only got a 9 to hit, so.
That hits.
Oh, really? No kidding.
Yeah, so you see that they're quite slow moving.
Okay. Well, I got a 5 plus 3 on the arrow. I'm going to get 4 on the sneak attack.
Okay.
And Colossus
Yeah, you can do
Slayer
Colossus there.
is a 10.
Alright, so you destroyed it. It destroys into ash, and hold on here. Okay, as you destroy it, it has a ash puff, which is a ability it has. Linnea and Harbeck need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Where do I go to Constitution?
Constitution
The upper
save.
left.
Upper left, yeah. For the con save though.
I got a 5. 2 plus 3.
Okay, and Ruckus, can you roll a d20 for Linnea?
Oh, yeah. 18.
Alright, she's okay, but Harbeck, your eyes get full of ash as Ruckus's arrow destroys this oh, actually, I should do his thing first. Let me see. Okay. So yeah, the undead fortitude doesn't happen. It is destroyed, and a big puff of ashes spray out. Harbeck's shield was protecting Linnea. This is just for story, okay, not actually like game mechanics. But the ashes explode, and Harbeck was staring right at it and got his eyes full of ashes. So for right now, you have disadvantage on attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn to try to clear out your eyes. Okay? That doesn't take an action. Alright?
Yeah.
So next time you attack, you're at disadvantage.
Okay.
Rokus, that's the end of your turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Linnea's turn. Rokus, Richie's in control of Linnea.
Okay, Linnea is going to smack the ash zombie in front of her.
Okay. Roll the die.
She rolled a 12 to hit,
That hits.
and her damage is 9.
9 damage.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool, got it. So when she hits it, it does another puff of ash. Let's see. Roll for her, Linnea's, to see if she gets ash in her eyes.
15.
That's enough. She's okay again. Okay, cool. It's Harbeck's turn.
Did she
Oh.
kill it?
No,
Yeah.
Okay.
she
She
did
did
not kill
kill
it. No,
Oh,
you killed
I
the
thought
first
puff-
one.
I thought the puff was for.
No, it's actually the first time it takes damage. I just forgot to do it the first time.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Sorry, that was a little confusing, but it was just because I forgot. So, Harbeck's turn. You got tears coming out of your eyes with this ash bothering you.
Right. So, I get 3 whacks at the monster there because of the disadvantage of going through the window. Correct?
No.
No.
Or do I get 4?
No. You
Okay.
get disadvantage, so you can use. You have 2 attacks, right?
I
So you have to roll. You do have to roll
Twice
4
3.
times, but it's not. It's only 2 attacks.
okay,
You're
gotcha.
tanking the lower number each time. So do your first
Right.
attack. Roll twice.
Okay. I go to do it for hit.
Yeah, to hit. Plus what to hit?
I
Yours
okay,
should be plus
so
8 to hit.
20 plus 9, 29.
Is it? It's plus 9 now.
It's 20 plus 9, 29.
I mean, Talon Blade is plus
It's
9.
it's a nat 20 plus 9.
But you have to roll twice, Harvey.
I see what you're saying. That sucks.
Yeah.
2 plus
It
9,
does.
11. Sorry, 11.
Okay, so that's your worst number. That's for the first attack. 11.
Right. Right now, do I
Okay.
have to do twice? Do I
No,
have to
hold
do
on,
twice?
hold on. Roll the damage for that.
Okay, do I have to do it twice?
No, roll
the
damage.
damage.
Okay. 7
Okay.
plus 6. Wait. Yeah, 7 plus. I want to do the hunter's mark,
Okay.
and so that's a D6, right?
Yeah, that takes a
So
spell
that
slot too, by the way.
so once that's an 8 total.
Okay. Now, roll your second attack with disadvantage.
Okay, so it's just the attack. Okay, that's what I was trying to get at. Again,
So, what's your lower of the 2 rolls?
7,
That does not hit.
and then I'll do.
You missed.
Okay,
Okay, now roll to clean out your ice. This is a Constitution saving throw.
16 plus 3, 19.
Okay, you got the ashes out of your eyes as you rub your face on your shoulder. Okay, so on your next turn you won't have disadvantage anymore.
Okay,
Back to the ash zombies. This one comes up. This one comes around. Let me see this. Okay, it has enough movement to get there. And this one goes under, and this one's here. All right, it's next. I'm gonna say it's closest to icy. So, let's do roll the attack for number 2 first.
is icy close enough for me to use my shield?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Do I have to
Okay.
do it? Wait, do I have to do that before or after the thing to hit?
You're supposed to do it before I tell you if it hits or not.
Okay, so I'm doing it now then.
Yeah. Okay, that's a miss because of your protection. 4, 5, 6. Okay, zombie Ash Zombie 5 is going to swing at Harvick. That is also a miss. Okay. So I see it's your turn. You got one next to you now.
Produce flames, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I won't. I usually ranged attacks normally have disadvantage when you're up close, but I think we decided before that since you're making it into a ball and you can kind of just smash it on him. I think that makes sense to me.
Only rolled a 1 plus 7, so a total of 8.
All right. Okay.
Did I hit
Yeah. Oh, that was to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was the damage. I got confused. But yeah, that does hit. That's the armor class is 8. So go ahead and roll damage.
7 plus 8 is 15 damage.
Ooh, nice. So it pops with ash. It's not dead. That was 15, right?
15.
All right. Roll a Constitution save.
20.
Okay, the ashes do not get in your eyes.
She rolled a 20 and a +2, so
Okay, well, it doesn't go in your eyes. You're okay.
Harbeck's shield saved me.
Yeah. Cool. It is Rokus's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna back off into the middle of the road there.
Okay, he's not right in your range yet, so you can do that. Here or
And,
up more? Is that good?
Maybe up a little more.
Sorry. So north is this
Push
way.
it forward. South.
South.
No, push it south. There you go. Want to have a shot on the window and the guys coming out of the house. Okay, I'm gonna shoot the zombie next to Icy.
3?
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
I got 17 to hit
That hits.
and 8 plus 10 damage.
All right, he's dead. Let me roll to see if he
dead.
actually dies. So what's your
If he
total
doesn't-
damage?
If he doesn't, then I can add in the Colossus Slayer. So that'd
No,
be
it doesn't work
14.
that way.
Okay, then
Well,
I'll just Colossus
tell me
Slayer.
the total damage, including Colossus Slayer now.
14.
That's total? No, it shouldn't be. Isn't it like 24 or something?
No, it was 5 plus 3, 8, and then on the sneak attack added 2, and the Colossus Slayer added 4.
Okay, so that was... Sorry, what was the total again?
14.
14?
Figured
Okay,
that'd kill
so
it.
it needs to roll over a 19 to stay alive. And it did not. So it's dead. It's your damage plus 5 is the roll it needs to make to come back to life.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So that guy's dead. It is Linea's turn. Rokus, you control Linea.
Oh, Lenny is going to hit the pink.
This one, number 5.
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
she got she rolled a 15, it's plus 7 to hit, so that's a hit.
Okay.
It's a D6, which is 3 plus 5, 8. Is their
8 damage on number 5.
8 damage, yeah.
Okay. So it puffs with ash, and Harvick and Linnea need to do the con save again.
She got a nat 20.
Okay, Harvick,
Um,
con save again.
let's see. I gotta find it. There it is. 15 plus 3, 18.
Okay, you do not get the ashes in your eye. You're okay. That was Linnea's turn, so it's Harvick's turn.
Okay, I will swing at the one that's in the window.
Yeah, you can see that number 2 is the most damaged of those two.
Okay.
So you can go for that.
Okay, I'll go for that one then. Might as well get rid of them. There, and then let's see, for hit. Now my hit says is a plus 9, so that means I'm gonna automatically hit it, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
So I can just do for damage.
Sure.
Don't bother with.
That's fine.
Okay, so the first one's a 18 plus the hunter's mark, 14. It was a 1. So 14 total
14
for the
total
first
damage.
swing. Yep.
Okay. He is dead. Let's see if he comes back. He needs to get 19. Oh. Okay, it actually made the check. It comes back. It's not dead yet.
Okay. So I swing at him again then.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. I got 1 plus 6 is 7 plus the hunter's mark.
So this is you're
Plus 4 is
automatically hit
11. Total
because
11.
of yeah. He only came back with um he only come back to one hit point, so he automatically dies.
Okay.
Yeah. But he did waste your attack basically. So
Right. Right.
okay. That one is dead and gone. The ashes dissipate, falling around, and uh, yeah, not in a pile anymore. Even okay. Back to the top of the order. It's the zombies' turn. This one gets over to Icy. This one gets under the door. This one's in there. So let's roll. Number 4 is gonna try to attack Icy.
Yellow.
I'll use my shield.
Okay. That's a miss with your protection.
And then
Number 5 is gonna try for Harbeck. Oh, nat 20. That's about what it needs to even hit you guys. That's 11 damage on you as its ash form consolidates into a big fist and punches you in the face. You take 11 damage of bludgeoning damage.
-3 because of my armor.
Yep.
All right.
And that's all their stuff. So you got 3 down, 3 to go. Back to Icy's turn.
go for number 3 that's right in front of me with the fire.
That's 4, but yeah, go ahead.
7 plus 7 is 14 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. 1 plus 5 is 6 for damage.
Okay.
6 damage total.
Okay. Got it.
I want to yell at Icy.
It's not your turn. Wait.
Oh, okay.
Ruckus's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the zombie menacing Icy.
Okay, go ahead.
9. 9 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
It is hit. Okay.
Yeah, AC's 8.
That'd be 8, 10, and more 10 more. 20 total damage.
Okay, he's dead and he stays dead. Linea's turn. Richie, that's you.
Okay, Linea's going to swing at the
Number 5.
guy in the window.
Yeah.
She hit him. She rolled a 19.
Yeah, that hits.
And she did 6 damage.
6 damage?
Yep.
Number 5.
Oh. Yeah. Yep.
Huh, I think I messed up on him, but okay, I think he's dead, yeah. Okay, let's see if he comes back. It was 6 damage?
Yeah.
Alright, this one does come back with 1 hit point. Okay, and then it's their turn. 6 gets over to Icy. 5 is gonna try to hit Harbeck. Try to hit Harbeck. That is a miss. The one's trying to hit.
Did Harbeck get a turn?
Did I skip him?
After Richie, then Linnea, now you've gone to the zombie.
I think you're right. Harvick,
Okay.
I think I skipped you. Did
Okay.
you? Do you feel skipped?
Skip my loo.
All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Icy.
Okay,
Harvick, yeah, it's your turn.
So you have to move the zombie back then, right?
Yeah, he's there.
Okay, now if I disengage, or if I move, would that have to be a disengage? The things in the window?
It's
If
a
you don't want it to get an attack of opportunity, you have to disengage as your action.
Okay.
It's already.
But it's very weak. I already told you it has 1 hit point only.
Right,
So actually,
right.
if you use your action, you automatically kill it because you automatically hit and your damage automatically more than 1. So would you like to kill it?
I might as well then. Okay.
Okay, and it already came back, so it can't do it again.
now you have.
Now you can freely move over to hit number 6 if you want.
Or at least get in the way.
He has another attack.
I have another attack, so I can go over there and actually whack at him.
Yep.
Correct?
You have 2 attacks per turn now.
Right.
Not 2 actions, but 2 attacks.
Right.
So you want to do that?
So, yeah. And
all right,
I don't have
you
to
run
worry
past
about
them. So you hit him automatically.
Right.
Roll your damage.
Okay, I've got 11 there, and then if I do the hunter's mark, it's another 4, so that's 15.
Okay. It's still alive, and now it's its turn. It's gonna. Oh, and that was the first time it got hit. So Ash Puff comes out. Do a a Constitution saving throw.
8 plus 3, 11.
Okay, you needed to be over a 10, so you're okay. Now it's gonna swing at you. It misses, and it's Icy's turn. I'm gonna try to finish this guy off. Icy there.
I'll just get behind Harbeck and I'll throw flame.
Yeah, it's fine.
6 plus 7 is 13 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
Twice. 5 plus 3 is 8.
Okay.
Damage of 8.
It goes down. Let's see if it comes back. It does come back at 1 hit point. Ruckus, you hit it, you'll finish it off.
Yeah, I got 14 to hit.
All right, it's pops into Ash and it's gone. You see the ash just fly everywhere, and it's pretty obvious they don't have any loot on them. All right, good job. You finished the combat.
So let's go check out the barracks, see if there's any loot in there.
Okay. Might want to take a short rest and get your hit points back.
Okay.
So let's check out the place first.
Why not get your hit points?
He didn't barely got hit anyway. I mean, it's up to you, Harvey.
Okay, never mind. I thought he got.
He's got a lot of hit points.
I would rather do a short rest. I'd rather check out this place because we can do a short rest in that room that has just one door to it.
Okay, whatever.
I don't like taking rests outside.
Okay, let's go in then.
So let's
do.
Can we look around inside and check it out?
Okay, the interior of the building still contains furnishings, and the main room has a ladder leading through to a trap door to the roof. The chamber to the north contains 2 double bunks, while the chamber to the south has 3 double bunks, providing quarters for 10 soldiers altogether. To the northwest, the main area of the barracks was a kitchen and pantry, now containing piles of well-rotted sacks and barrels that once held salted meat. All the foodstuffs have long since been devoured by vermin. So it does seem like a kind of defensible place, and it has some. The beds are kind of gross, but they're still functional.
Check
Okay.
the roof.
Yeah, if you want to go on the roof, you can do that.
What is the consensus?
Sure.
Okay, can we go up together, or do we have to go up one at a time?
It's a ladder, so kind of can't really go up at the exact same time.
Okay, I'm gonna go up. They
Okay.
said there's a trap door, right?
Yeah, you can push it open.
I'm gonna push it open, but I'm just gonna look around at first. I'm not gonna get out.
All right, Harvex pops his top of his head out to peek, and you don't see any activity up there. It seems to be relatively intact, but it's just a kind of battlement on top of this building. With I guess some crenellation on the roof, but nothing interesting up there. But it does seem like if you were fighting from there, you'd have good cover.
Okay.
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 However, the looking up from there, the tower where the dragon is at a much higher vantage point, so
Okay.
you couldn't shoot to the tower or anything.
Okay.
Okay, so you just go back down, I'm guessing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you want to try to short rest in here?
Okay. We can't do. Can we do a search?
Sure.
I told you everything that's in there, so
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Yep.
Now the room to the south of us, we peeked in. It was empty.
Yeah, it was in the description. It has beds in it.
Okay. How about to the north?
Kitchen, and it was just rotted stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
All that was in the
We-
description.
We scoured everything out.
Okay.
We haven't found anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nothing
Do-
interesting here.
Get
So
your
do you
hit
want-
points back, guys.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Did anybody get hurt besides Harbeck?
No.
So it's about 4:30 now.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
pretty good shield work there, Harbeck.
So you can rest until 5:30.
Okay. Now. Except that. Okay, I only have one square left
Yeah.
for
So-
short rest.
Yeah,
I've been beat up pretty bad, so I can only do that once, correct?
that's right.
Because I can't do multiple rolls, so I've only got one left. So I
Yeah.
have to just do one, and that's it, right?
Yeah, and then if you think that's not enough, you can attempt to to do a long rest.
It's well. So we can do a short rest, and if I haven't recovered much, then we can.
Yeah, just do it. Go ahead.
All right, so it's a D6 plus 3, if I remember correctly. Yeah. 5. So I get 8 out of the 11 back.
You're only down a couple hit points.
Yeah.
Do you want to go through the middle of town, south of the tower, and come up to the place where we heard the banging, and see what's making the banging noises? We'll probably end up in a fight, but we're in pretty good shape before anything
Okay,
dragged.
Icy knows that there are 2 ash zombies in there. She saw them
Yeah.
when she scouted it as a snake.
Do you want to go kill the ash zombies and get that over with? And then we can do our long rest and then go after the dragon in the morning.
Yeah, but let's try to do it where we don't wake up the dragon. So instead of going in front of the tower, let's go down. Let's go down south.
Right.
Okay, you can make your way around the south if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So,
roll. Everybody, roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Crappy. I've got a total of 3.
14. At disadvantage, it's still 14.
Nice.
Cool.
What was
My
Icy's again?
stealth is +7.
Icy again?
Total of 3.
3.
Total of 3.
Rokus?
11.
Alright, any, oh, she has disadvantage. Oh, a 1. And, +1, so 2.
If we had done pass the trace, we could have got the numbers up.
Okay.
Yeah, but you've got a spell slot now, so if we need to, if we get in trouble, you can do it. If you hear the dragon, throw it.
Okay, you guys hear some stomping. When you hear this, what do you do?
Where are we?
You are, let me see. When you hear that, you are making your way down south. You're just like in the, you're like going through the ruined building in the southeast that was near to the corpses. There's a tree in that ruined building. It's a square shaped one. Yeah, you're in that part.
What I do is I tell Icy, throw the pass without a trace spell quick.
Do you want to do that?
Recorded it.
What's that?
Yeah, I recorded it.
So you did it?
Yeah, pass without a trace for us.
Alright, I'm just going to add 10 to all your numbers here that you just rolled. So 21, 13, 24, and 12. Alright. You guys sit there for about 5 minutes, shaking in your boots. And you hear him stomping. You think he might have come out of the tower and gone down the winding road, but after a little bit he seems to have gone back up to the tower. Okay, so after 5 more minutes of waiting to make sure everything's safe, you guys continue to make your way, and you're able to get up to that building without any problem. And since your stealth check is so good, I'm gonna say you guys are able to sneak up on those ash zombies. Let me just make sure they can't see you. But if they don't see you, you're just gonna automatically kill them because you guys are a lot more stronger than him. If you get a surprise attack, there's no point to even do the combat.
Yeah. So we kill him.
Yeah, you guys, they didn't see you coming. You guys snuck up on them and they had no chance against you. So you finished him off. Yeah, like Harvick's like, unless he rolls a nat one, he hits and kills basically, you know. So
Well, I'm pretty close with the bow.
yeah, the four of you didn't have a lot of
+7.
trouble with the previous group, so two of them not even worth doing.
Yeah.
Let me check. Okay, this is area 3 on the guide.
That took us a while around. So what is it, like 4 or 5 o'clock now?
No, it's later than that.
Oh, good.
It is
Time for a long rest, that's for sure. I'm not going to
It's
screw around with a dragon without having full.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 6 o'clock.
Okay. Let's hole up in the zombie house.
Well, let's pull up. Let's inspect it, see if there's any loot in it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm checking that for you. This used to be a tavern. And you see lots of broken brewers' vats and things made for making ale and stuff like that, but everything's broken and there's no good loot or anything in here.
Thirsty.
Yeah, you see that the dead ash zombies and the dried kegs and vats, and your throat feels very dry. Alright, so you guys want to attempt to sleep in here? Or you want to go somewhere else? You still have your pass without a trace going, so you can sneak around.
You want to sneak around and peek in the bottom of that other of the, not at the tower, but the building next to the tower? Look in that window to the west, since we're all stealthy.
Yeah, just look into the window,
Yeah.
and then we can go back there to sleep.
Yeah, if we don't see something interesting to do.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go in there with a.
We don't have to go in there. We'll just look in the window.
Peek. Yeah.
Yeah.
Willing to go look. Yeah.
Okay, so you climb up the edge there and you look in, and it seems this part is a cottage attached to the tower. The cottage contains dusty furniture draped in webbing, but nothing of value that you can see from the window.
No monsters.
Yeah, you don't see monsters. Actually, when you crawl up, you see.
The said there's spiders in there.
Yeah, you see, as you're like getting towards the building, you see some dead spiders in the road, like on their backs with their legs up in the air. They seem to be like blistered and nasty looking. Something
Like that.
Something might have killed them in some sort of nasty way.
I think the journal says something along those lines.
Maybe the dragon kills him.
No, wait a minute.
The journal did say that some of the blights had killed
The journal
spiders.
says he killed some giant spiders. So those are probably the ones he killed.
Okay.
Possibly. But you do take note that they seem to be their like flesh is blistered.
Yeah.
It says okay, yeah.
Which
Dragon
is
food, possibly.
So the cottage is dusty in there.
yeah.
So the dragon hadn't been in it.
Yeah, I think you can see the door. It doesn't really look like the dragon can go in there.
Yeah.
The tower's quite big open inside. So
So
well, you can't really see inside, but Yeah, sorry. That's kind of, I gave you too much information. But you saw him like going to the tower, so you know he's in there.
Now the tower though is tall.
Yeah.
He enters the tower from the top of
It's
it.
about 40 feet to the top of it.
Okay.
He wouldn't fit through any of the doors. He has to come in through the top.
I was gonna say if he's big as a rhinoceros, he's not going in through doors.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to retreat and do a long rest?
Yeah.
I think that might be a good idea.
All right, so
We take our. Can we
which
take our break
building do you
now,
want
too?
to... Oh, yeah, I guess that's fine. Which building did you want to go to, though?
I'd say the one we just were in with the ash zombies.
Okay, the tavern. So you go back to
Yeah.
the tavern to rest.
And that's directly below? Directly south or directly
No,
east?
it's
Oh,
to
it's
the west.
directly west.
It's the northwest
Oh.
building.
Okay. Yep.
So you go in there, and you're able to rest. So we can take our break, and everyone can click their long rest button. You managed to get through the night without trouble.
Cool.
How long is a long rest? How many hours?
8 hours.
Okay, so it's day 32 now in the morning?
That's right. Let me make a note of that.
Okay, so we went for a long rest around 6 or 5:30?
No. You had to wait. You waited until... I don't know. But you waited until night, and then we'll say you woke up. What time do you like waking up?
Okay, now.
Well, I'm asking you a question. What time do you want to wake up?
Early.
Morning?
6
7
a.m.?
a.m.? 6 a.m.?
Sure.
That sounds good. Now, I can change spells at this point, right?
Yes. During long rest, you can change what spells you have equipped.
Excuse me.
Okay, then I want to swipe out the compel duel and add in the fine steed.
Okay.
And
Do you
then
know
when
how
we
to do
get
that?
up, yeah, and when we get up, I want to cast that.
All right.
I want a mastiff.
Okay. Do you have the stats for that?
Um,
I can send you a
no.
link for it.
I looked at it, but I don't have them right now. I know where to find it.
All right. It's in the player's handbook for
Yeah.
creature stats.
And what's he done?
So he has a spell now where he can summon an animal which he's like telepathically linked with, and the stuff they list are mounts, thing that you can ride, but for like halflings they can ride a mastiff, which is a dog. So he's gonna summon that. He can't ride it, but he can summon it.
Okay.
I got the stats here.
So we have an ally.
Yes.
Pretty interesting.
There's a link to the page. You have to scroll around to find it probably. But he's got armor class of 12, 5 hit points, speed of 40 feet. Minus 4 intelligence. I think he gets upgraded to 6 intelligence. Was part of the spell.
Yeah, I believe so.
So that's a minus 2. And
He has
He has
perception.
keen hearing and smell. Gets advantage on wisdom perception checks, and he has a bite. He can bite with a +3 to hit, and he can telepathically talk to Harvick within like 600 feet or something.
Yeah, and he can also when he attacks, he has a chance of knocking something down, knocking it prone.
You know, I had an idea on how we might want to fight the dragon.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, hold on. He just summoned a dog, so let's do that.
Okay.
That's kind of a crazy thing that's just happened. So you guys see Harvick. After a long rest in the morning, you see him work some magic in the air, and then you see a big old mastiff dog appear out of thin air, and it's sitting down, looking at Harvick, panting at him. And he can telepathically talk to you. So he says, "Hello," in your head.
Oh,
We don't hear it though.
You don't
you
hear
have
it.
have a name, or do you need a name?
Um,
Lassie.
Spirit.
Okay, so the dog says, I not have a name right now. You want to name me?"
Sure, Pookie Jones.
Pookie Jones. Hello.
After a famous warrior.
So
Okay.
you guys see this big old dog. Any comments?
That was pretty interesting there, Harbeck.
So
Okay.
Harvick, you don't need to actually re-explain what we said. Do you want to let them know what the deal is with the dog?
Yes.
Okay, so he tells you what his spell entails, so you guys know how he can use it and stuff now.
And I have a couple questions. Okay, now it says if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a D11 strength saving throw or be not prone. Okay,
Yeah.
it doesn't say anything about the size of the creature, so he could. That to me means that he could get under the dragon's legs and trip him or something like that. Is that correct?
Where was that? That was on his
Okay, it
skill.
says melee weapon attack.
Yeah, I see that one.
It
Bite,
says
right?
if the target
Yeah,
is a
okay.
creature, it must succeed on a DC 11 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. It doesn't say anything about size, so I'm assuming that means he can trip the dragon, even though the dragon's so big.
That is true. There are a couple skills like this in the game that don't account for size, and it's something that's kind of contentious. But I think because of the low DC check, that the dragon most times is probably gonna be able to pass that. So I'm gonna say yeah. If he does it,
If he has
the
a
dragon
big
will
dog.
have some sort of bad luck and be knocked prone. So yeah.
Okay, don't be good at getting between your legs, so
That's usually if you care about stepping on it, though. If it's something that like gets out of hand, where you're like beating every monster with your dog, knocking every single thing prone constantly, and it's like getting silly, then we might have to alter it. But for now, we'll just leave it as written.
okay. And also along those lines, it doesn't say anything about only halflings can ride it. It just says it's a medium beast, which is the same you have with horses. So why can't I
No,
ride it?
horses are large.
What?
Horses are large.
Okay.
You're medium, so you can't ride medium.
Okay.
There's a rule somewhere about that. Has to be one size larger than you to ride on it.
Okay.
Yeah, halflings are small, so they can ride a medium.
Now, would we get any cover from being in the ruins? If like one of those ruined buildings, if we were in it and we had to fight something, would we get any
It
add
depends
to
on
our
the
AC?
situation, but if he's flying over top of you, then no.
Okay.
But yeah, if he's the thing is he's gonna be tall, so you wouldn't probably get more than +2 to your
Maybe
AC.
1 or 2.
Yeah. So you're not gonna it's not gonna be a huge benefit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys pretty much know what's going on. Are you planning to attack the tower, or what's your plan today? You woke up and feeling refreshed.
Okay, now I think it's time to go to the tower.
Well, one thing I was thinking of doing, the
Let's
dragon
prepare.
comes around, and one time he was walking. If we could get him on the ground, it'd be a lot easier to fight him. But I was thinking that if we didn't fight him on the ground here, we might be able to fight him from the barracks. Ian said
Yeah.
the top of that was
That's what I was.
crenulated.
Yeah,
So we could go up onto the roof of that and have some cover at least. At least
that's not
some.
bad. It's not a bad idea.
We got a potion of flying, so somebody could actually use that as well. I also have a
Okay, if we
spell
can
that.
sneak,
Can
what
I
would be
finish?
good?
Can I
Let
finish
her
talking?
finish. Yeah.
Sorry.
I also have a spell. It's called Hold Person. Can I use that on a dragon?
No. There's a separate spell called Hold Monster.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
done.
Yeah. Good checking though, but yep, it's specifically for humanoid creatures, not monsters and stuff.
Yeah. Well, what I'm thinking of is use Richie's idea. Sneak over to the battlement again, and go up there, and then wait for him to approach, because that way we've got use the ranged stuff to try to hit him, or we could try to talk to him. I'm not sure which is better.
And I don't know if we should all be like clustered together because he has poison, and that's from my poison. It sprays out in a V. So if we're all in the same area, he would be able to hit all of us. That's another thought to think about in our strategy.
Very good.
Yeah, Rokus and Icy know that much about dragons, that most of the different types of dragons have different types of breath weapons, and that they could have an area of effect when
Staying away from each other would be good, except for maybe Harvey and Linnea together, so he can help her with the shield. But the
her armor class
Linnea,
is 19 anyway, so yeah. But that's true.
But definitely, Icy and I would want to be separated from you two.
Or else behind you. Or behind them, one of the three.
Well, far enough away that we're not going to get blasted with the same thing.
So, just so you guys know, the roof of that building is 30 feet across, for reference.
So you'll be able to move to and from on it. Okay.
The barracks rooftop, 30 feet. Okie dokie. So what's your plan of action here?
Who wants a flying potion?
What's that?
I don't see any reason to fly at the moment.
We should identify who has it in case someone needs to fly.
I agree with that. As the DM. I think someone should know who has it.
I would
I
say
think you can hold on to it, Icy.
Icy's the one most likely to need it.
Okay.
So are we sneaking over to the barracks?
I think so.
Do we need to do a stealth check?
We pass without a trace. That'll help our stealth at least.
Yeah, what we could do is pass without a trace, and if we get real high stealth check, we could try sneaking into the tower.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna do pass without a trace.
I'm trying to find it.
I keep
Okay,
losing
I'm
where I
passing.
put my eraser.
Okay, I marked pass without a trace.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and I rolled a 16. I have +7, so I'd be 33 total.
Okay, I see.
An 18. And do I add anything to that?
Look
Or
at your
just the 10?
stealth.
It's your stealth.
Oh, sorry. +2 is 20, +10 is 30.
Cool. Linnea and Harbeck have disadvantage because of
3
their
plus
armor.
3 minus 1, 2.
+10,
12.
12.
And Linnea got 25.
All right. We're pretty stealthy.
Yeah, so as the spell takes effect, you can feel that you're well hidden. Of course, if something rolls high, it might be able to see you still. But yeah, you don't know until you try.
Do we want to
What?
go up the tower or to the battlement? Which would we like to do?
I like to try the tower.
Okay.
Okay, so you go up. Which way do you want to approach the tower? Do you want to go up through the bushes or up the path or what?
Let's go through the bushes and crawl in through that window.
Okay, you crawl into the cabin, and there's nothing going on in there. There's a door to the tower.
I'm pretty sure the door to the bottom of the tower would be safe because I don't think that thing could get in. Do we want to send the snake under the door just for the hell of it to look around?
Does that, all right, if we send the snake under, is that going to weaken or decrease the number of combat spells that Icy can cast?
No.
That's
Changing
separate.
it into the
It's a
thing
feature
is,
or trait.
yeah.
It's a,
Okay, then yeah, sure.
Don't risk much. Stick
Yeah,
your
just
head
stick
in
your
there.
head under it. Don't go in or anything.
okay, I stick my head under that door at the base of the tower.
Okay. You see the young green dragon named by the druid as Venomfang curled up on the floor, breathing deeply with its eyes closed.
Is he in the middle of the room?
Yeah, curled up in the middle.
Okay.
He's taking up most of the bottom of the tower.
Okay, I'm going to come back out and tell him that the dragon is in there curled up and it looks like it's sleeping and it's breathing heavy. So do we want to ready some actions before we go in, or what would you like to do?
We want to talk to him or just try to nail him?
think we could start an attack with him. If at some point we get him at a terrible disadvantage, he may try to talk to us. But I think we're going to end up killing him.
I don't. I think that what's going to happen, if you read the journal,
Yeah.
he's going to get wounded and fly away.
Oh.
That was what the druid won. The druid didn't think he could kill him, so he was hoping that he could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, because the druid said, I don't think I can kill him, but I think I can wound him and he'll fly away.
So yeah, Rokus, since you know a lot about dragons, you know that, they can fly, and they do have a strong sense of self-preservation.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, we could.
I think I already my magic missile at level 3, which gives me 2 charges. Look this up.
You can hit him with 6 magic missiles.
I gotta read it.
Well, I said to me the question is, do we want to wake him up and try to talk to him, or do we just want to bust through and try to surprise him?
I'd wake him up with magic missiles and a sneak attack.
If we're going to do that, we might as well go whole hog. Lenny and I could rush up and smack him too.
Okay, well, what I would probably suggest is that I go back outside, come around to one of the arrow slits, and Linnea goes to another arrow slit, and then you and the dog, and after I would have Icy start the combat by hitting him with the magic missiles.
I have to do initiative for that, don't we?
I think if she starts it by doing something, she gets to do that.
Oh, okay.
Then we would do initiative.
I sometimes let you guys do one thing before initiative, but
Yeah.
no, I'm not gonna let all of you do. You can't all do things before the battle starts.
I'm just saying, have her do the magic missile, and then we just roll initiative and start afresh.
Okay, so just remember, if you attack someone when they're unawares, you get a round where they're surprised, and during that round, you get advantage on attacks.
So for the ranged attacks, wouldn't that be legit? At least just for Icy and me, if we're shooting in.
Well,
I'm sitting there at the window with my bow, and then
I think what Ian means is that what we want to do, since if she shoots the magic missile at him, it's going to wake him up, so we won't have advantage. If
that's
we all
fine.
do it, we all roll. No, but if we all roll to start at this one, so we all go at once, we'll all have advantage on him for surprise.
That's right.
Okay.
And that
I
sounds
think
good.
I think it's better for us to all have advantage.
Okay.
Okay.
Then you want to roll initiative?
Yeah, and then
so
you guys will be firing through the slots, and me, the dog, and Linnea will be whacking at different parts of him.
Okay.
If he's big, one of us can go to the head end, one of us can go to the back end. We can't, try to nail us together.
Okay. And remember, Icy, if they get hurt, you need to heal them more than you need to be hurting this guy. After you hit him with your bazooka.
Okay.
All right, I'm making a map, so please be patient.
I want to crawl out and be at the north arrow slit.
And I'll go to the south arrow slit.
Okay, I need a magnet for Pookie there too. Don't forget.
All right.
Okay.
Pookie Jones is.
PJ.
PJ.
All right. I'm just putting an X on top of Pookie Jones, PJ. Can you see that?
Yeah. Do I have to
Now,
tell
Pookie Jones is medium, so that's an accurate. He's about the same size as you guys for space taking up.
Now, do I have to tell Pookie during the bat? I got the impression I have to tell Pookie Jones what to do before this starts.
I think you just get to use him on your turn, basically, as a sub turn.
So we go together.
Yeah.
Okay. And I can change orders as we go along then.
Yeah.
You're
let me make
controlling
sure
him.
about the spell. Yeah, that's good. It's good that we gave Rokus Linnea, because now you have someone else to keep track of. Which spell did you get rid of?
I have to go check.
I don't see that you actually did it on the sheet.
Thought I did. Sorry,
Oh,
wait a
okay.
minute.
Was it command? I think you did. You might have gotten rid of the one, but didn't add the other. It looks like you did get rid of. The thing was compelled duel, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
It was.
One of those.
Oh no, it does look like you have it here, but why? Okay, I found it. You did it right. I was wrong.
Okay.
Okay, let me make sure I know. So 10 minutes to cast it, and then it's permanently there.
Right.
Yeah. There's no specific thing. So I'm gonna say, yeah, on your turn, you get his turn after yours.
Okay.
We'll do it specifically that his turn is always after yours. Okay.
That sounds fine.
Okay. Because otherwise, if you're interjecting back and forth, I think it'll be confusing.
I agree. That's what I was hoping you were going to say.
Okay, cool. And so we need to roll initiative, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's happy with their placement there?
Yep.
And Harvick, your guy's going after you, so yeah, you don't have to roll for him. Alright. Okay, Rokus, roll for you and Linnea.
I have an initiative of 9.
Okay. And
Linnea is 14.
Cool. I see. What's yours? What's that?
My total is 20.
Okay. And Harvick?
18 minus 1, 17.
Nice. Rokus is last. Alright, so first, let's see, make sure everything's good. You can see the thing. Cool. Got his sheet up. Harvick, I don't need that one. Alright, I'm ready. So, first in turn order is Venomfang. He's laying on the ground, breathing, seems to be asleep. I see you. You're first to go.
Okay, I'm going to use my magic missile
Okay.
on second level, so that means I get 2 charges, so I can use it twice, like the whole. Like there's 7 missiles. Can I? And it says.
You can do 6 at one time if you want. Your Harvey and Richie have suggested that you do that.
Okay.
Because you
Gonna
know
do-
he's a tough dragon. You might want to just go for it.
Okay.
Do
but
you
it says
agree
I
with
have-
that?
Yeah, but if I do it in a slot in second level, I get 2 charges. Does that mean I get to use 6 twice?
No, no,
if I
no.
want
You
to?
just 6th level is 6 shots. That's the max that they suggested.
Okay. Okay, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Roll to hit, and you have advantage on the hit.
I've got. Okay, because I rolled a 7 for hit.
With advantage?
I don't know what advantage means. I
Oh,
get to roll twice.
roll twice
Yeah.
and take the higher number.
19.
Okay, that is better than a 7, and that hits.
And I'm doing 6 of them. 1d4. I did a 4. Do I do it?
Let
6
me
different
look at
times?
it. It tells you how to do it on the spell. So what you want to do is go to your spells.
1d4 plus 1.
Well, hold on. I think it tells you. Yeah, okay. It is written confusingly.
Because the last time I did it, it was whatever I rolled.
Yeah, you
plus
just
1,
do 1d4 plus
is
1
5.
6 times.
So 5 times 6 is 30 damage.
Don't do multiple. Don't multiply. Just roll it. Do separate rolls.
Okay, that's because last time when I did this, that's what I did.
Yeah,
Okay.
I prefer it for this kind. We just do the actual rolls. So it's okay. Don't worry that it takes time. So what's your first roll is how much damage? I'll write them down as you go.
Okay, I'm writing them
5.
down.
Oh,
It's 5. 1d4.
Okay, the first roll was a total of 5. The next roll was a total of 2. The next roll was a total of 5. The next roll is a total of 2.
okay. Got 2 more.
Okay, it just my machine is. The next roll is a plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's see what we get now. This.
One
The
more.
next one is a 5.
All right,
10,
so
15,
that's
20. A total of 24.
that's right. I got that as well.
Nice hit. Boom.
And I'm going to move so I'm not not visible in the slit from the. He can't hit me with poison through the arrow slot.
All right, cool,
Can I do
smart.
that?
Yeah, you can move slightly to the side.
To the side.
Here.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
can't see you.
Yeah.
Cool. Smart.
I thought
Okay. So let me check one thing. Okay. Yep. Good. Next it is Harvick's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna and go down to the head of the creature,
Okay. That'll be here.
and I'm going to now. Do I do that once or twice?
You have advantage.
Advantage. Okay, so the first one is 24.
You hit.
Okay,
You
and so
roll again in case you hit a critical.
That's true. Yeah, nat 20 is good.
okay
So
now it's a 14. So.
okay. So yeah.
Right, and then so now I'm going for damage.
That's right. This is only your first attack.
Right, and okay, and I'm going to do as a bonus action branding smite.
Okay, so roll your sword damage first. You
Okay,
can add
sword.
your smite.
I roll twice and get the highest one, right?
No, uh
It's
that's
just for
only
the
on
hit.
to hit that you do that.
Okay, okay. So then it's 7 plus 6, 13, and then the other one is 7.
7. What type of damage?
So
What type was the smite
branding
damage?
smite. Branding smite.
Is it radiant damage or?
Wait a minute. Let me look it up. I don't remember now. What are spells? Radiant damage. Branding smite, rather. Okay. Next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, the weapon gleams with astral radiance as you strike. The attack deals an extra 2d6 radiant damage to the target,
Radiant, yeah. Okay.
which becomes visible, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
And the target.
he doesn't have anything to stop you from using radiant, so it works, no problem. Okay, so that was 20 damage total.
Yes.
Alright. Linnea is. Oh,
Oh,
and
no,
your dog. It's your dog.
Pookie Jones. Pookie Jones.
PJ. Where does
Okay.
PJ run?
He runs to the middle part of the dragon.
Okay.
Actually, can he go around the dragon and attack the middle from the other side? Has he got enough points to do that?
10.
Yeah, he's got 40 feet.
So he runs
Yeah, I think
around
that's fine.
and starts gnawing on the other end there.
Is that good?
Up a little bit more.
Here?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Okay, cool. Roll his to hit. He also has advantage.
All right, how do I do that now?
He has a
Roll twice.
+3 to hit.
I roll a what to hit?
20.
D20 as always.
Okay. Yeah, he got a natural 1.
Well, you get to roll with advantage, so
Oh, that's right. It's a 13. Good.
13 plus 3.
Yeah.
16. That does not hit. The dog's teeth. He tries to clamp down on the scales of the dragon, and his teeth just like graze off of it, and you hear his teeth snap together as his teeth are deflected by the scales of the dragon.
Wow.
Boy, 13, 16 rather.
Yeah, 16 is not enough.
Wow.
Okay, it's Linnea's turn.
She's gonna run in to the back of the side there. Yeah.
Okay.
And smash her mace into him.
Okay.
Got
with advantage.
+7 was be 18, and 23.
23 hits.
And that would be 8 damage.
Okay. And Rokus, it's your turn.
Okay, with advantage 21
that
to
hits.
hit. Okay, so that's a 8 plus sneak attack, a 5 plus hunter's mark of 4. And 3 more for the Colossus Slayer.
Okay, total what?
Let's see, it was 5. 3 was 8, 4, and what did I say? 4 more? 8. That's shit. Oh, it was 2, 5. Okay, so that's 9.
A handy dandy
16, 20.
suggestion. 20? Okay.
Yeah.
Handy suggestion now that you guys are doing lots of damage, just have a calculator so you
Yeah.
can just type it in there and have the number sitting there.
Okay.
Because you're just getting started on large damage numbers.
Yeah.
So 20, okay. There's a lot of stuff to keep track of, so doing math at the same time sometimes you have a lot of brain farts. Okay, so you've done a lot of damage so far. And that's the...
Hello.
Back to the top of the order, it's Venomfang's turn. Let me check something.
Slot. Wait.
Excuse me?
You're going to step to the side?
What? Step to the
Oh.
side. No. It's Venomfang's turn, not Icy's turn. Oh, you're asking Rokus if he wants to move.
I'm okay. He's facing the other way.
Alright. So it's his turn, okay?
Yeah.
Alright. So he uses...
Is he surprised?
Not anymore. It's the next round.
Okay.
Uses action to disengage. And flies 40 feet... Oh, no. 80 feet into the air.
Okay, so there's no roof on this tower.
Nope. Alright, so he's directly 80 feet up from this spot in the center. Okay?
Oh.
So you can see a dragon-shaped shadow. Okay, so he had to use his action to get away from you guys. It's Icy's turn.
Goodness. He's 80 feet away. Let's see what I've got. I think I'm going to have to use my magic missile because it can do 120 feet. Nothing else can do that.
If you do that, there's a chance that your wand will be destroyed.
Yeah, don't do that. Just
charges in level 2.
You use 6 charges, it has 1 left.
Oh, I thought when it said charges, it meant I could use it. Because
No.
level
It's
1...
not. It doesn't work that way. I tried to explain it earlier, but doing 6 at once uses 6 charges, which is a level 6. Level 2 uses 2 charges, and that's 2nd level.
Okay, because it makes no sense to me. I just figured that the missile could be reached all
you did the max damage it can do, so you didn't get ripped off or anything, so don't worry about that. But yeah, in order to do 6, you have to use 6 charges, and that's 6th level. If you hadn't done that, you would just do less damage, so you didn't do anything wrong.
Can't use it anymore.
You can use it one more time if you want to take the risk of it breaking.
No. It's just on my sheet. Under level 1, it has magic missile, and then it has what I can do the damage. And it says 1 charge, 1 to 7. Under level 2, it has the same damage.
I know it's confusing the way it's written, but
yeah,
the way I described it is the way it works.
Okay. I don't really understand. So I can't do
just how many missiles you want is how many charges it does. That's all. You did 6 missiles, that's 6 charges.
At 80 feet, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
So I just have...
Do you want to move anywhere? You want to...
The only thing I would do is head south because I forget how. Because if he's way up there, I don't know how far his poison reaches. So I'm just gonna just stay where I am.
Okay, that's fine. Harvick,
Yeah,
it's your
just
turn.
Okay. Out for Icy to try to go into the room there.
The cottage.
So go into the cottage where it's got a roof. And me and the dog are going to run in there. And then when I get there,
You first. And what?
I'm going to, where you can go to ready. What, isn't that it? Ready for attack?
Yeah. So you both want to prepare an attack action?
Yeah, inside the cottage, yeah.
Is this okay? You want to be in the center or?
Away from the windows. So,
Two
over it,
windows.
yes. So if you blows his poison in there, it won't hit us. So sort of in the corner.
You want to be here then? Away from the windows?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
that's fine.
next to the window, isn't it?
This is a door,
or
Oh,
which
that's
is
a door?
closed. These
Okay.
these are the windows.
So, yeah, move me. All right. As long as so none of the windows are going to be able to hit us, correct?
Well, you don't know how long his range is.
But yeah. But I mean, okay. All right. If you go to the other end, then the corner on the other end, I think is a better.
This
Yeah,
one?
over there. I don't see how how he's gonna hit us from over there through a window.
All right. Okay, it's Linea's turn.
She's gonna run into that room.
Into the cottage.
Yeah, and she's gonna get into the corner, to the southeast.
This one?
No, southeast. There you go.
I'm upside down, so it's a little confusing.
Yeah. The idea
Okay.
is that if he blows in, a cone would go
Not hit
past her
both
if
of them.
she's tucked in that corner.
Okay. And Ruckus's turn.
Okay, I'm going to head for the door.
This one.
Yep. But before I go in, I'm gonna shoot the dragon.
All right, go ahead.
17 plus 7 to hit,
That hits.
and that's 6 off the arrow, 2 for Hunter's Mark, and 1 for Colossus Slayer.
Okay, what's the total?
9.
That's all? 9?
Yeah.
Wow, that's so small.
Well, I had shitty rolls.
Okay. That's your turn. It's back to Venomfang's turn.
Oh, and I wanted to finish
Oh,
my
you wanna
motion
go
by
in.
getting inside.
Where did you want to go?
I think I'm running out of motion. I probably okay where I'm at there.
All right. So the dragon. Only Icy can see this because she's outside, but the dragon continues flying 80 feet more into the sky, and it uses its action to dash and goes 160 feet up in the sky. And this dragon has left. End of combat.
Wow.
Congratulations, you screwed that dragon up. He did not have a chance to do anything without taking a chance of dying. You
Cool.
got, just so you know, you got him down to 53 hit points.
Got him down from 53?
253.
Oh.
Dragons are
Damn.
hard to, dragons are hard to kill, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you guys, you did more than half of his total hit points, so he is not trying to die.
Pretty cool.
You scared him away. Nice. Good job. And
Okay.
you guys have officially completed the book adventure. You've killed or dealt with every single monster that was hidden in every nook and cranny of this book.
And there's nothing in the tower or anything like that to look
There
for.
is something in the tower.
Yeah.
But just congratulating you on the finishing all of the combats.
Okay, well, let's go see what we can find.
Okay. You?
We need to roll something.
I rolled 18
Hold on.
for investigation.
All right. Calm down, guys. Let me look at this.
So we're doing investigation.
Yeah, so basically, he was like laying on a pile of treasure. So when he flew away, it exposed it. It wasn't super obvious when he was curled up. But he was on an old wooden chest broken open on the floor. So you see just coins everywhere on the floor. Investigating the room, you find that it's all this stuff in this big pile. Is all there is to find. But there's a lot. So you find 800 silver pieces, 150 gold pieces, 4 silver goblets set with moonstones, a scroll. Well, I'll type it to you, so don't worry.
Okay.
A scroll of Misty Step and a scroll of Lightning Bolt. As you pick up the coins, you find a rusty old battle axe of dwarven manufacture. It's got dwarven runes. The runes are written in... Sorry, I already said that. Runes in Dwarvish on the axe head read Hew, Hew. And the... yeah, you don't know what it does, but it seems to be magic. So I have 2 scrolls. I believe, Harbeck, you have Misty Step as a spell you can do, right?
I have what?
I believe you can do Misty Step.
Yes.
So, because you got the Oath of Vengeance as a paladin, so this scroll, because that is a spell you have access to, you have ability to use the scroll. So I'll add it to your stuff. The other one, Lightning Bolt, is a wizard, sorcerer, and some other things which you guys cannot, so you cannot use that one.
So that's
Okay.
something just a wizard could use, right?
Basically, there's some other like subclasses, but it's nothing you guys can use.
Right.
So
I can add them both to your thing, and you can use Misty Step, and you can sell the other one or do whatever you want with it.
Right. Now the lightning one can. Am I the only one that can use the lightning one, or can somebody else use it?
I said no one can use the lightning one.
Oh, which is the other one?
Misty Step you can use.
Oh, okay. Can anyone else use it?
I don't think so.
Okay, now to me, Misty Step is a bonus action. So how would the scroll help me?
The scroll just means you don't need to use a spell slot.
Okay.
Free spell.
Okay.
Is it only good once?
Yeah, one time use.
Okay. And
So
okay.
I will add both of them to your sheet.
Right.
What does it do?
Which one?
Misty Step. It's a trend. I get to it's some sort of transportation. Wait a minute. Let me get the.
That's
Okay.
weird.
Briefly surrounds by a silvery mist. You teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. It's like teleportation.
So you would only use that if you really needed it for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's
Getting
only
around somewhere.
good for one
Yeah,
shot.
well, I could go over water or something like that too, I think.
I'm just saying that you just do it when you really need it because it's only one-time use.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So the spell scrolls are not actually items that I can add into your equipment, apparently. So you just have to type it into your other positions.
Okay.
So
Right.
just
So
type.
one.
I'll
Okay.
copy paste it again.
Okay. So one is lightning, and the other one is misty step.
Yeah, that is right.
Okay. Now. Okay. With the scroll, can I use that? Would I be able to use that to teleport somebody else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I didn't think you guys were gonna run Venomfang off that easily. Well, if you hadn't surprised him like that, then yeah, it would have gone differently.
Oh yeah.
But yep, you guys took the most effective way to get damage on him. That's for sure. And I have a huge list of your unsold loot
Now
that you don't know how much any of it costs.
we need to go to town and do some bartering, I guess. Do we, for the selling that stuff, do we have to barter, or do we get just when we get to town?
You will have to find out what kind of stores are available and find out. Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to some store owners and see what kind of people they are and stuff.
If we could find somebody who does spells and stuff, maybe
Yeah.
they'd
There's
be
that.
interested.
Well, there's
We've
that
got-
wizard that was over by that old tower that we did right at the beginning of the game. He'd probably be willing to do
He was-
something.
I'm not sure he was reputable.
Yeah, that character actually. Now that I've done more research on the game, like I think Harvick would have killed that guy.
Yeah.
So I remember at the time I told you guys he was a necromancer and he was evil, but you didn't know if he did something specifically evil, and that
Yeah.
necromantic magic is not always evil.
Right.
But I now that I've done some more research, I found that generally summoning zombies is considered an evil use of necromancy. So you probably would have just killed that guy.
Okay.
But you have reported him to uh you reported him to a guy who's part of the Order of the Gauntlet, which is like an organization of paladins, and he said he's gonna get some people on that. So
Okay.
you can assume he has been dealt with.
Okay. Am I a member of the order?
You're
Am I a
not a
member of the
member.
order?
You nope. You're not. But it is something that you might think about wanting to join because
Okay.
they are pretty much aligned with your um. The difference between Order of the Gauntlet and the Church of Tears is that Order of the Gauntlet is a few different religions uh together that agree with getting rid of undead and things like that. So yeah, that guy, he's also, you guys know that you guys figured out that he was he seemed to be a red mage from the distant eastern land of Thay, which was basically like a evil wizard empire that was overthrown.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you probably wouldn't have hung out with him as peacefully if you knew all that. But that was more of my fault for not knowing enough about this setting. But it's not written. None of that stuff's written in the adventure book, so I had to research that on Google.
Okay.
Yeah, so we didn't know all that. Okay, so that's all the loot. Oh, and the battle axe. Anybody want to carry that?
Yeah, sure.
Um,
Well,
once-
I let Linnea carry that.
I was gonna say, Lenny, ought to have the battle axe. We're gonna shine it up first.
I don't know if I added it in. Oh, I did. Okay. Did you want Linnea to carry it?
Yeah.
Okay,
She
I'll
wants
add it in
to.
her equipment.
She wants to take a quickie through the day, long rest, and then a, a viewing to it and see if she can tell
It has to
anything
be
about it.
long rest to know what
Well,
it is.
24 hours. Don't we have to wait 12 hours or whatever for the next long rest?
yeah, we're gonna get drunk and party because we're gonna celebrate having cleared the town and
Okay,
dispersed the
so
dragon.
Oh,
let's. It's
we can go
11:20 now in our actual time.
Yeah.
So let's talk about where do you want to start off next time? Do you want to go back to Phandalin, or do you want to go to? You can go. You're pretty close to Neverwinter right now. Would you
Okay.
like to go there instead?
Okay, we got.
Neverwinter is our best shot at finding equipment to buy and
Yeah,
and
it's a big
services and
city.
things.
It's a full-fledged big city.
Okay,
I
two
think that we
things.
should go there.
Okay, two things we need to do before we go there. One is that we still um, haven't gotten our. We're supposed to be getting 10% from the mine.
They haven't even gotten anywhere near setting up a mine yet.
Okay, so how does that work then of our getting 10%?
We'll go back to Phandalin later and see what's happening.
Yeah, it's gonna be months before anything happens there.
Okay, and then the other thing is, so we've got that emerald necklace. That's something we've already been asked to get for someone.
That's for you. They that
was a
was before
reward.
you joined. They rescued someone, and she didn't have any money to reward them. So she said they could. She knew where that was, and that if
Oh,
they
okay.
found it, they could keep it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so you got it. You don't need to report in with that. So the
Okay.
only reason to go back to Phandalin would be to deal with the dwarf brothers. They did say they'd reward you some more money, but they haven't told you a amount yet. So if you wanted to just wait and pick that up next time you get to town and inquire about your 10% and so on, you could do that. Or if you just want to go back there and party and celebrate and yeah, pick up maybe a reward from them, you could do that.
Let's go. Let's go to Neverwinter and see what kind of.
Well, is Sandalin on the way?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Neverwinter is on the coast. We're at Thunder Tree right now.
Yeah.
It's fairly close, and it looks like it'd be fairly easy to get there.
5, 10, 15, 20. You can get there in a day. Be there. And you can get there into the city before going to sleep from Thunder Tree. You're still. It's like it's 6 8. It's like, it only took you 10 minutes to get over there and fill that dragon full of damage. So it's still like 6:30 a.m.
Okay. Neverwinter then is the main town.
It's a city.
It's the biggest one around.
Okay, so we can go there and then quit at this particular time and then do all our.
Yeah, if you want to go there next, we'll start You'll start at the gates next session.
Okay.
Is that
Sounds
where
good.
everyone wants to go?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Okay.
Yeah.
You're on. Bye bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Good shield work, guy.